Ladies and gentlemen, the United States Senator for the great state of Alaska, the Honorable Mark Begich.
Thank you very much. President Stevens, Speaker Schmull, members of the House and Senate, and friends across Alaska. It is truly good to be back home. Over the weekend, I got to celebrate the start of the last great race. With thousands of Alaskans, the Iditarod is always a great reminder of our state's rugged history and pioneering spirit. It's so inspiring to see great names in the Iditarod history at the race and remembering the race. Reddington, Swenson, Mackey, Boozer, Conroe, Seavey, as well as new stars like John Baker and Hugh Neff. I also, as always, when I get back, I like to engage with my constituents and Alaskans, so I do a little bit of Alaskan outreach at the Fur Rondy poker tournament. Being able to read the table is a great asset to have in the U.S. Senate, I will tell you. It helps to reach across the lines and the aisles and team up with senators from both parties. We have been successful in partnering with many like-minded Democrats and Republicans on issues from gun rights, debt reduction, to housing reform, and energy and resource development. Although the pundits focus on the dysfunctions in Congress, and there's plenty of that, there are many success stories that don't make the headlines. Through my position on the Commerce Committee, we protected essential air service for rural Alaska communities in the recent FAA reauthorization. In the next few weeks, we'll ensure that bypass mail continues for Alaskans when we adopt postal reform. Thanks to legislation I supported, Alaska is the top, and I'll say this just in this room, I know no one's watching, top recipient per person among all state and federal investments in construction, road, and port maintenance and defense. In fact, a new State Department of Labor report shows federal funding in Alaska jumped $4 billion in the last 3 years, highest in all-time high record. At the same time, Alaska faces numerous challenges. They start with a looming $15 trillion national debt, which keeps the pressure on us to rein in our federal spending. This is already causing pain in Alaska as we find ourselves targeted for cuts at Eielson Air Force Base and talk of another BRAC round. I can tell you this, without question, that the delegation, Senator Murkowski, Congressman Young, and I are united to push back on this and oppose this change. There's no question Alaska's strategic location is a unique asset for deploying troops anywhere in the world, proven by this moment we're in today. The 9,000 Alaska-based troops in Afghanistan today, men and women from the 125 and the 425 brigades and the National Guard Bravo Company, are proof of Alaska's ability to train and deploy exceptional soldiers and airmen to any battleground anywhere in this world. In January, I was honored to visit Alaska troops in Afghanistan. I found their morale high and full of pride on a job well done. And I will say that when I visited these Alaskans, it didn't matter where I was, in a small forward operating base or a large camp, they made sure they told everyone they were from Alaska. They made that point clear. So I brought them a little salmon jerky to help remind everybody. Please join me in truly honoring these great Alaskan heroes and their families that support them every single day. Let's give them a round of applause.